Squad! What's happening, y'all?
What it do?
Here we go, episode 47 or 46. One of my episodes got deleted, so I forgot which one we on right now. So what's new with you, man?
Oh, man. Say, look.
Uh-oh.
I told my son what you told me, bro. I asked him about going to the military, see what he think.
What'd he say?
He said he been thinking about it since the 6th grade, since a sophomore. He's going to be a senior.
That's what's
so
up.
it's, you know what I mean?
I think that's cool, because when you ain't got no options, nigga, why you still hanging around? You
right.
you really looking for a job to make $10 an hour?
Right. But like
unless you're in school.
I don't want him to think that's his only option, or that's his best option, that he can't do no better.
What other options?
No, but that's the best option. That's a good, that should be.
What other options do you have, does he have available? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what I don't know. I don't want to sell him short and say you don't have nothing available. I don't know. He probably.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, go down to that conversation, break it down with, like me, for example.
Yeah.
Like I just told you, my son just moved here.
You're right.
We already had a discussion. I'm like, hey man, give me your 2 year.
Right.
Give it to me. Let me hear what you got. And he wasn't prepared, which I knew he wasn't gonna be prepared because this is his first time hearing me ask that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it got his mind going. I said, I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's your 2 years?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna be at in 2 years? You just moved here from Georgia, living with your granny, didn't have a job at first. Now you got a job. What's fit to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. And he gave it to me. He was like, yeah, this is what I want to be. He already started on his fitness thing, like Karen back there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Started on his little fitness deal or whatever. He gonna open up a gym, but he gonna start off with classes or whatever. So his classes gonna be. I gave him my name, Muscle Mischief.
Yeah.
Since I ain't using it and shit or whatever, don't take my shit or whatever. So God, I gotta do that.
Copyright.
I'm gonna take it off after the next break or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I gotta copyright and trademark that shit. But he got the job at Amazon now. So but anyway, he talking about that. So he go get his gym. His gym is gonna be called the Grim Gym. AJ Dark, motherfucker, kinda.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I ain't mad at it because a lot of like muscle classes or gyms are built around like a dark image. You know what I'm saying? You got a muscle motherfucker.
Dungeon.
Yeah, all that shit. So Grim Gym is gonna be his thing. So y'all be on the lookout for that probably within the next, I'm gonna say about 4 years maybe. I'll still be podcasting by then or whatever. So yeah. So just holler at him, man. Tell him to make a plan. Force him to. I ain't gonna say force him, but talk to him and find out what his next 2 years gonna look like.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I mean, you break it down to 5 years later, but right now, ask him what his next 2 years gonna look like. So that he don't know right now. I can promise you he don't. But that's gonna make him think and tell him like, hey, I'm gonna hit you up in a couple of days to find out what you're talking about.
That's a good. I told him I want him to go sit down with a recruiter and see what's going on these days. You know what's in the side of the military. You know what I mean?
My son graduated this year too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to get a CDL or something like that, but his big goal is to be a bartender. I'm fighting that right now. And
don't fight it.
Yeah, don't fight it, man.
Don't agree with it. I mean,
I'm not fighting it. I'm gonna say bad choice of words. Mm-hmm. My thing is you can do bartending at night. Daytime, you need something that you can get some medical benefits from.
Right.
Like let's do some medical benefits. So if you twist your ankle, your ass won't be out here looking at daddy trying to get him to pay your medical bill.
Right on.
That's my whole thing.
Right
you can do what you want to, but my whole thing is like his mama or his mama. I'm gonna be nice.
Hey boy, say it then.
I'm gonna go into one, but my wife is really his mama, but his seed donor is telling him.
Y'all heard what the fuck he said? He talking about a woman. For all y'all think that men the only one that do that dumb shit.
Right. By the way, let me shout that out real quick. Women, all y'all, I'm gonna cut it real quick. Women, y'all always talking about men ain't shit and all that shit. I've been having my son since he was 4, and my baby mama on child support. So guess what? Y'all ain't the only one doing this shit. It's a lot of daddies out here really doing this shit, and y'all trying to keep these men away from their kids. That shit bogus. If they want to be in their life, don't be all funny and shit because the relationship can work out with y'all. Let them people spend time with their kids. Now I digress.
Stop being so damn. We gotta stop being so damn humble about this shit.
You did digress like a motherfucker.
We don't put it out there like how they put it out there.
Yeah.
Like I was telling somebody, we were talking about this about Mother's Day. How we don't boast the way they do. You know, like I say, for instance, I had my son. You know, I fought, represented myself in court and won and beat her ass. You know what I'm saying? And she had an attorney. You know what I'm saying? So, but then to turn around and say, do the right thing and know he want to be back with his mama. You know what I'm saying? And knowing when I was putting too much on my plate. Yeah. What do you really want to be? I want to be back with my mom. Let me. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So did that as well, and then turn around. In a hole, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't on child support. You got to go through attorney general to fight a custody battle. So you in there when he go back 10 years old, all of a sudden she want child support, she want back pay. Them hoes get me for $6,000 right off the rip.
I tell you what,
first time being on child.
We went to court. She said, I know we jumped off topic. My bad.
No, go ahead, bro. That's just freestyle. First section, so it's freestyle.
We went to court. She was like, "Well, I'm gonna get custody." Keep in mind, he 13. He like, I'm gonna get custody then since she trying to put me on child support.
Head
I
ass.
say,
Head
all
ass.
right. If you go through with trying to fight for it, I'm gonna ask you back child support.
Right.
The lady walked in and said, "Hey,
You might want to listen.
you might want to just go on and just not, because he gonna get all the back child support. You gonna be on for a long time."
Take that
She's
L.
like, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I got out of it because let them have your taxes. You know what I'm saying? They took some taxes, which was $3,500 one year, and then I'm paying for the rest of it throughout the year. So that's how I paid that down. But you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I even cut y'all off, but y'all, we some fuck. When I say punk ass daddies, I don't mean punk ass in the literal sense of punk ass. I'm just talking about like, damn, we some real dads out this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My daughter just walked by trying to sleep. We seen that fucking
I
post.
see that, bro.
Men that don't take care of their kids.
Bro,
You know what's so crazy? I almost thought it was one of these grown women. I was like, what the hell?
Nah, that was
is
true. My
this
daughter
doing?
just got her hair done and walked by. But nah, man, like for real, like, and what I mean by that, we some real motherfucking daddies out here. Even when we ain't trying to talk about dadding,
It come up.
it might not be a word, is it? It's gonna be a
We
word
gonna make
today.
one, we just made
today.
one. It's a glitch word.
Right, Glitch got his own motherfucking dictionary and thesaurus, goddamn. But nah, like on every episode, I think we done mentioned something about dadding.
Yeah.
Man,
We some real motherfucking daddies
I
out here.
take pride in that shit.
Man.
I couldn't
bullshit
imagine
on mine.
myself not
I
being my
just
kids.
had a discussion with this nigga not too long ago. How it's a trip that we get praised for shit that we feel like is like, for example, that's like you a 32-year-old dude and you get up in the morning and go brush your teeth. And your wife be like, they're like, oh babe, that's crunk. You brush your teeth, that's good. Like, motherfucker, I'm post.
Right.
Like, what am I, 10?
So what's the difference between that and taking care of your motherfucking kids? And the crazy part about it is, man, it's back in the day, like today, I think fathers are starting to step up a little bit more. I don't know where the disconnect came, but
You know what?
I don't take pride in somebody telling me like, oh man, that's awesome that you're chilling with your. I appreciate that person because I know it came from a good place.
Yeah.
But his statement came from a good place. The statement came from a horrible place because that whole you spending time with your father it came from the fact that fathers ain't with their kids.
Well,
But that's a one-sided story, though, bro. Not to cut you off, bro. But it's a lot of people like back, like you say, after the 70s, around the 80s, in the early 90s. That's when a lot of people were just fucking around, having.
It ain't that either, bro. This is the system, bro.
That wasn't with y'all wasn't together, and then this woman running around bashing the man, saying that this nigga don't want to be around. But truthfully, you making it hard and don't make it to where he don't want to come around.
I got you.
I mean, not that he don't want to come around, but he can't deal with being around. But like for instance, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. My dad.
It ain't gonna be real quick.
My dad had never been to fucking jail in his life, not for a fucking ticket. You understand what I'm saying?
Wrong.
He ain't never been to jail. So the nigga come and trying to get me for a wedding that he had planned when I was about 7 or 8 years old from my uncle. You know what I'm saying? His father figure. He don't have much family. She said, what he's supposed to come. He came. She at the door clowning, not letting him in. Nigga, you ain't getting where my child support money at? Where my child support money at?
Yeah.
My daddy punched the window. Fucked up his hand. He ain't go to jail, then nothing happened. But after that, he said, you know what? I ain't fucking with your mom like that no more. And I remember that my grandma used to come and get me all the time. And I see my daddy when I go over there.
Grandmama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, and then when my grandma died, my daddy, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm paging him and shit, and when the pages come, he didn't really want to come around. I mean, not that he didn't want to come, he didn't fuck with my mom. I'm not going to come deal with Tracy Man, what he thought. I'm not going to deal with Tracy Man like that. Man, be tripping. Whoa. So, and then I had resentment from my father, bro. Yeah. But my daddy wasn't no bad daddy. My daddy just ain't no drummer ass nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I disagree. I ain't gonna say your dad was a bad dad. I'm gonna let you go ahead and go.
Let me go back with that. 60s, 70s. You
break it
gotta
down.
think about it. Back then, the government was like,
yes,
we'll take care of you.
Right.
Hold on, listen to him.
I know it. I know what he's saying.
You kick this man out this house. That's the disconnect in the black families. They were doing a lot of that shit to the white people. Because the white people sit around, beat their wife, slap the shit out when they get drunk, and stay around and have a family on the other side of town. And he was revered as the model husband.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know what you had to do to get those benefits. That's what you know what you had to do. But you don't have to go around telling your family and all the people that he ain't no shit daddy.
But
you didn't want to be.
Hey, I'll let this nigga talk, my God.
It's good. No, he good. No, but at the same time, you gotta think about it. If you in a recession and you can't get nothing done, and the only way you can get things done is if you kick that man out the house. So it started then, because you gotta think about it. Women back then would take every fucking thing. They get cheated on. Have her husband got a whole mistress across the street from them. She will never leave. She do all this shit. But when that government was like, "Oh, y'all ain't got no money,"
I got something for you.
I got this money. I got this government cheese.
This big ass can of syrup.
I got a voucher for you.
Peanut butter you gotta stir.
Yeah, I got this voucher for you where you can live almost for $25, maybe $5 back then.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is not have a black man in the house to take care of your kids and protect you.
Get the fuck out my house, nigga.
I don't need you. They got me. All this bullshit. Slowly but surely, black men got took out of homes, and now we're revered as one of the most hated fathers in this world. But it's a lot of us now that we grew up in the 80s, or you were born in the 80s, early 70s, and now you're looking at it as like, hey, my dad wasn't around, so now I want to be around. Yeah. Like, fuck, ain't my kids not gonna go through what I did, because I know how that shit felt. So now we all, at our age, like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'd put up with your shit
to get to my kids.
Daddy.
To be
like,
my kids.
It's a lot of men out here put up with bullshit from women and take plenty of it. Take a beating, punishment, everything, just to be like,
be around their kids.
You can't say I went around my goddamn kid because my dad did that shit to me. That's all I wanted to say about it. But you go ahead and go in. I was just...
But yeah. No, that was my whole point. I mean, our point was a line, like you said. You go through all that shit, but my thing is, it's still on that bitch. You don't have to down me because you want to get your benefits, because you want to get your food stamps. You don't. It became, like you said, systematic, where the system forced us out, and then, like you said, women, instead of saying,
took that on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting my money, or I want him to be here, or he want to be here, but how's it won't?
Yeah, but you just have to accept the fact as a dad. Like me, I don't give nobody a pass no more when it comes to being a dad, because like I said, I don't know if I said on the podcast now, but I know we done had a discussion. Yeah. To me, men, this ain't no diss to men. It's still a fuck you to women or whatever. With a horrible moms, women. I ain't gonna break. They're
like not women. I'm gonna say not women because.
Well, I'm not giving no fucking disclaimer. If the shoe fit, fucking wear it. If the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't put the bitch on. Right. Or whatever. But what I'm saying is, don't come in
complaining and flagging the fucking video because you don't like the fact we say some of y'all ain't shit.
That part. Or whatever. But here's the thing, man. Like women, they don't have an out. You know what I'm saying? A woman that's semi trying to be there for their kid does not have an out. A man always does. A man can come by and say, I ain't putting up with her shit, so I'm not coming to see my kid. Or she getting on my nerves, so I'm not coming to see my kid. Or if they come over there and it may not be so much drama between them, but she say, hey, look here, man, can I get an extra $60 this month because you only pay $120 a month child support? And he be like, man, I ain't got it. I only got $80 left. It sounds like a fucked up situation to be in, but the thing is now what if she ain't got the money either? You know what I'm talking about? But she gonna be forced to go find that extra $60 somewhere when he go walk off with his $60 and just be like, okay, well, shit, she got to figure that shit out. Nigga, that's both of our kids, and so the burden should be on both of us.
Exactly.
The whole burden should be, there ain't no, okay, well, she getting on my nerves, I ain't coming to see my son. Fuck her. It ain't about my kid. It ain't about the drama between me and her. I'm coming to see my son. Me, I block the shit out. Some of it you can't. Don't get me wrong, some of it you can't. Women they got away with fucking words or whatever. But the thing is,
no,
yeah. But what I'm saying is you can't
come get them. You ain't come get them.
I
want to come get them.
70 times 7.
Bitch probably ain't even got them. The baby probably with her mama.
That's the issue. Yeah.
That's where you have to build a relationship with the fucking grandmama.
Oh yeah, or that
with the grandmama, because the grandmama, honestly, a grandmama will help you see your child because she want the damn baby older. She love her grandbaby, but she want the baby. She want a free life too.
People say I do anything for my kids, but this is proof that they won't do anything for their kids. Oh, I don't do anything except put up with her drama. Nigga, these your kids. There is no out. Like, there is no out for me. I'm talking about, like, right now, like, arguing. If you arguing over child support, that's one thing. Especially when, one parent making goddamn 6-figure digits and the other one barely fucking unemployed. When you got a situation like that and she's still getting you for money, I'm not talking about that. You know, because there are situations where women are just money hungry, but there are a lot of situations, and like I said, and it ain't no diss. It's kind of a diss, but it's more of a wake-up call, because there are people, there are men that'll do that, but that don't mean no harm. They really are being there to the best of their ability for their kids, but the best of your ability ain't enough sometimes. It's all you got. Everything you have supposed to go to your kids. Fuck her. You know what I'm talking about? She get on your nerves. She want this, that, and the other. But if you know your baby mama struggling, you know she ain't got shit, regardless if y'all get along at all or not. If she might ask you for $60, say, look, I need $60, I need to buy the baby, blah, 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 blah. If you don't want to give her the extra $60, then you go buy the shit she talking about. You tell me you know she ain't got no goddamn money, and you know you only paying $120 a month child support. That ain't getting nobody nowhere. If you paying $750, then okay, you know what I'm saying? You got a little bit more to argue about. I'm guilty, motherfucker. But what I'm saying is, there is no, like men, we have a chance to be like, okay, well I ain't got it, and bounce. Whoever that kid stay with ain't got that option.
Yeah.
Whoever that kid live with has to figure that shit out when that part of the equation breaks off.
I also believe that you should fucking be able to work this shit out as adults.
Oh Lord, that's big.
Goddamn people in y'all life, or you gonna end up with a situation like my favorite, one of my favorite comedians, like Corey Holcomb. Be like,
that nigga.
You gonna put the people on me? Fuck you and that baby. I'll see when he get old enough and we can have our own goddamn relationship. Which doesn't always work.
That motherfucker.
But
my thing is, like I said last time, like I go spurts. I see my motherfucking kids and I got receipts and all this shit this long from the time they were born. But when that shit get to a point, I'm not gonna feel bad that I ain't seen them in 2 or 3 months, knowing damn well, because the last time I seen you and your mama, I had to bring my wife. She finna choke the shit out this bitch. We fighting. This is past disagreement. This is past little petty ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Disagreement. This is physical shit where I'm as a mature man, steady taking losses, steady taking hits, and ain't getting no respect. I can't even. Cause kids gonna love their mama. They gonna love whoever they with sometime. I mean, when you got them kids that's strong enough to pull for you, even though they not with you, and they see all the shit you go through, that's, man, you blessed.
I'm gonna say it like this.
But say for instance, like,
hold on. I'm gonna say it like this. That goes both sides, because I've seen it. Men and women. It doesn't matter if they love their mama or they love their daddy. It doesn't matter, because even with my wife, like, she know everything my baby mama put me through. But even when me and my baby mama came to a conclusion where, like, hey, it ain't about us, we hurt my son, and he just turned, he was 17, he about to be 18 in March. Mm-hmm. It took this year for me to be like, this shit has hurt him mentally, for me to be like, I can swallow my pride and put it with your shit. Right. So I went to the point where I invited her over. My wife actually embraced my baby mama, knowing everything. Her put me in jail for just leaving the house. Hugged. She gave her a fucking hug. My baby mama was like, thank y'all for letting him see me, and she gave my wife a hug. She leaned toward me. I was like, I ain't there yet. That shit. I ain't there yet.
I want the cooties.
But at the same time, I called my baby mama the other day, like, our son about to be a senior. What do you want to be involved in? I'm not talking about financially. I want you to be there for him, so it will not spoil his year of him being a senior. One of the biggest things in his life that most kids go through. Yeah. I was like, hey, you can be invited to parties, whatever. He finna have a senior shoot. I ain't asking no money. You on child support. I ain't asking no money. I could have been like, say, you want to go half on some shit, but I know you ain't got it, so fuck it. I'm not finna ask you for nothing. What you want to be involved? I want to be involved in everything. And she was like, yeah, he told me he wanted to be a bartender. I know a lot of people. He can make a lot of money. I was like, well, that shit ain't pandemic efficient. He needs some shit that he can make money during the pandemic, just in case his shit pop back up.
Yep.
She told me, she went into her little spew. I waited till she got off the phone. I was like, I didn't want to disrespect your mom in front of you, because I know I'm trying to be a better man. Mm-hmm. But I need you to be able to take care of yourself without bartending. That shit could be something at night. Mm-hmm. During the daytime, you can do some shit during the daytime, and then everybody can get along without me bashing your mama.
No disrespect to the bartender. Shout out to the bartender.
Oh no, I love fucking bartender.
No, don't forget tip your bartender.
Yeah. Tip your bartender for real though. Tip your bartender. Your bottle girls. Tip all them motherfuckers. I ain't hating on none of y'all. I'm just saying benefits don't come with that unless you have your own business. If he wants to be a bartender and own his own business,
ain't no W-2.
That's go for it. You can own your own business. I'm trying to push my son to be at a higher height than I am. That's just me. A lot of people don't give a fuck about that, but I should. If he living by himself, I want you to have a 3-bedroom, so when a woman come along, you ain't got to put up with none of that shit. Cause guess what? Your pussy, I got everything. All you got is pussy. All I need you to do is care about yourself as a man. Provide for yourself as a man. The woman can come later on, and don't have no kids early. Try to have them at least in your late 20s. That's my message as a father. So
Right on.
But I know.
But I agree with what he said though. Like for the older kids and shit. Like if you little, I'm like example fighting for my kids. You little.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put up with that fight. Long as I see you want to be here, that's all you gotta do to me. Show me that you want to be here. Now, if you fucking 14, 15, and you on that whole like, oh, my daddy coming to get me, or you drinking your mama's Kool-Aid. If you still drinking your mama's Kool-Aid, you 40, 15. Yeah, I'm on the damn you side of the page. Like, okay, nigga, you old enough to know.
I can't keep doing that.
Yeah, you old enough to know now.
I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect me and make me feel like shit. Not they mamas and not no man that see their kids more than me.
Yeah.
That man, you're not gonna try to make me feel bad, bro. Like I'm
not
no good daddy and shit.
The kids either.
For sure.
You don't know what I've been through.
For sure.
The kids either.
And the women make it hard on you.
You don't know.
The kids either though. Like damn them kids. If like I got a kinfolk for example that go through that shit. His kids are old enough to say like, look, I want to go over there or I don't.
Right.
And he washed his hands up like, nigga, y'all playing both sides of the fence. Y'all at the point now where I don't even know what you're saying about me at your mama house.
Right.
It don't matter because kids, teenagers, they do the fuck they want. I did everything for my son to provide him a good life.
That's all we can do.
He done ran away twice, and my wife went and got him that last time. I told him, you run away that third time, ain't nobody come to get you. I'm stopping your mama from coming to get you.
That's wrong.
He talking about, all right, but he ain't made no waves. He did that shit that one time, and then next day I went and bought a box of. He balled up his fist before he had ran away because he was talking shit. And I was like, "Say, I'm telling you, this ain't what you want. Unball your fist because I feel like you trying to do something." I went and bought some gloves the next day. He ain't balled his fist up since. He was like, you finna fight me, huh?
You didn't have to buy gloves, nigga. I box. I got two of the motherfuckers.
No, I wanted him to know I was serious. I wouldn't spend money. These are your size.
Bro, we went on this topic.
These are your size.
These are for you. Hey, y'all, we're going to take a break. Because we going in on that. I ain't even get to talking about the bullshit. I want to talk about, hold on, let's go back to what I said, too. We some serious motherfucking daddies.
Yeah, man.
And all three of us
done
raised our kids in different ways.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We know that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Shut up, nigga.
I'm fucking with you. But no, what I'm saying is we done all raised our kids in three different ways. And ain't none of us wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they say the more one way squeeze the cat, it's the skin of the cat squeeze the cat. Well, fucking squeeze that motherfucker too.
Squeeze the cat. Hashtag
squeeze the goddamn cat. But I'm just saying, like, man, dads take this shit. Y'all need to give dads a chance.
Yeah.
Dads take a lot of fucking beating. People give. I remember when my ex had the fucking babies, I was talking shit. But I think there is some seriousness to the shit that I was talking. They be like, you know, people always congratulate. Oh, you had the baby, congratulations, girl. I know that was hard. I'm like, what about me?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Okay, people be like, okay, well, she had to have the baby. Who the fuck you think was putting up with the mood changes, mood swings, and the wake up in the morning? Folks, my
running and get weird.
Love fucking bacon and shit. I cooked bacon for her one morning. She wake up, what the fuck is that smell? You cooking bacon? I can't stand it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking? We had a damn near all out brawl. Cause I sat my slides by the door. She's like, why the fuck your shoes over there? I'm tired of you putting your shoes by the door. And people will hear that and be like, well, why don't you just move your shoes? Nigga, it was 10 pair of her shoes on side of my one pair of slides. I said one pair. My one pair of slides is right there. And her shoes wasn't together. They was in the pile.
Yeah.
And my slides are by the door so I can take the trash out. Put the slides there, slide them on, go take the trash out, come back, slide them off, go in my house. Simple as that. Big ass argument. When y'all pregnant, y'all put us through some shit, but we don't get credit for that shit. We don't even ask for credit. I was bullshitting.
Right.
But now that when you think about the bigger picture, bro, we get shitted on in every way possible.
I almost got
bro, like I told y'all, because we too humble. Our masculine egos that cause we men, bro. We don't give a fuck about having no props. We don't care what nobody like. If you good at basketball, do you give a fuck about if a hater say you not good at basketball when your stats show that you are clearly fucking good at basketball?
Not at all.
Come on, so that's what I'm saying. So that's what we.
I cared a little bit.
Nigga,
I cared a little bit.
How can you care?
When I was in high school, I ain't gonna lie. I cared when they told me I was garbage.
I'm a freshman varsity. Nigga,
like I said, when your stats are good,
but was you good?
That part.
Oh no.
I'm saying, but
no.
But
see, I had coaches and shit that hated me because I was the Allen Iverson of football growing up. Earrings, tattoos showing. Like I wasn't that. I wasn't that nigga. I was that nigga.
He was that nigga.
But yeah, I was.
He was.
Yeah.
This nigga grown man now. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. And before we take a break, matter of fact, before we take a break, I want to give a shout out to my boy Rogers. I ain't never had this shit before, but I used to watch you get your ass whooped in the casino repeatedly, drinking this shit. So hopefully this shit don't do to my podcast what it did to your motherfucking pockets while we was in Africa. All right, y'all, we'll be right back.
Now you know why he was losing. This shit here is good.
My shit ain't.
Yeah.
We back. I had to get up close because I had my do-rag on earlier. I showed you that I ain't bald headed and shit. Motherfuckers. I remember one of Mari's soccer games, football games. I was going to get some mental therapy and shit, so I was playing the part. I didn't get a haircut for like 2.5 months. So everywhere I went, I had a hat on for like 2.5 months. And the ladies at my son's football game, on the football team, when I finally got a haircut and took my hat off, they thought I was bald headed. They was like, "Nah, I thought you was bald, that's why you wore a hat." I was like, "No, that shit was rough. Probably bald would have been better, honestly." But anyway, y'all, here we go, back with another segment.
Side note.
Uh-oh.
Nigga, if you go bald and you can't grow a beard, that shit gonna look funny as fuck. No beard, no hair, and no beard, nigga. Oh my god, that shit gonna be hilarious. I digress. Go for it.
How you got a gold tee though? Well, like, he like, nigga, you did not have to bring that up on camera. No, fuck him, bro.
Okay,
Fuck him, friend.
Just
I'm gonna sound like them females. Fuck him, friend.
Just imagine like the screen turned gray and the sad music started playing and shit. Man, fuck y'all.
You better ever go bald, nigga. That shit gonna look ugly.
This nigga's on my ass, boy.
I don't get that though, cause the nigga got a nice looking gold tee. So why the fuck the rest?
Okay, so then while y'all want, so you go roast me and you ain't gonna say nothing about this nigga saying gold tee?
Yeah, I don't know. That's, you know,
What's it called?
Gold tee. Okay, for real? Nigga, you know.
Oh, gold tee. That's
Gold
how black
tee.
folks say gold tee.
What are you hearing?
Black
You hearing
folks call
gold
it
tee?
gold tee.
What are you hearing?
Well, spell it then.
I'm saying gold tee.
Gold tee? It ain't an L in that motherfucker nowhere.
What is it?
It's gold tee. It's one word.
Gold tee.
It's one word.
Man, everybody say different. Ebonics,
I
black
don't give
folks.
a fuck, nigga.
He
Y'all
get
on my
mad
ass
'cause
on the
all
back.
he can do.
How's when somebody roasting back they mad?
I done heard people refer to like a T, like a T. You know what I'm
But I don't
saying?
give a fuck what you heard. You're supposed to know what it is and how you say it.
Hey.
You're supposed to know both.
Man.
Like when I'm talking country, I know the proper term for the stupid shit I'm saying. Cause I say a lot of it.
It don't matter. When it come down to it,
Fuck
if you
y'all.
go bald headed, you gonna have a round ass head with a gold tee.
You see my daddy, goddamn.
He's gonna ride that head with a gold tee.
You see my dad? You seen Ray Charles? Oh, I'm supposed to put my dad. I ain't just had nothing against my daddy, y'all. I love my daddy. But I'm gonna tell you what my daughter said before we get into this shit. Let me tell you what my daughter said. Y'all ain't gonna get it, but I just want you to see this nigga reaction when I say this shit. Okay, so we going to the Trinity soccer game yesterday. I'm on the phone with my brother. And he talking about my daddy and Diane, they split up.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Trinity sitting next to me, ear hustling and shit.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And the phone hang up. And she was like, Uncle Ray is married to Diane? Hold on, they ain't the punchline yet. Yeah. I was like, yeah, babe. Like, what you think? He like, I thought that was his mom.
Where you was going?
Say,
I already knew where you
Bro,
was going.
I fucking lost it, bro. She thought that my daddy's wife was her great grandmama.
hell no.
Cause I don't know how to say it without sounding. What?
Go ahead, bro. It is
no,
what it is.
I like Diane.
What they got? Okay, liking somebody, what they got to do with whatever the fact?
I don't want to roast them.
That's the okay. Now you get what I'm saying.
Okay,
Then.
I
The
don't
fact that
want-
he holding back says a lot.
I got respect for you, Diane. You done
Love
put up
you.
with a lot of shit. Good
But
job.
bro, I'm glad you're gone. We've been telling you that for years. But
Right,
anyway,
you should've.
yeah, she roasted his ass a long time ago. All right, so I want to get y'all perspective on this. Okay, so y'all know how they was giving money out to people who get the vaccine.
Yeah, $100.
$100. Then up in Chicago, they were doing $1,000 raffles.
Good luck.
All right, well, check this out. How would you feel if they start taking money out of your check because you didn't get the vaccine?
You know what? Them motherfuckers told me we can't go to the office unless you get one.
What they got to do with anything, though? Would you lose
Because
money?
yeah. I mean, we
Well, I didn't
don't
work
go,
in
if you don't
office
go
like-
to the meeting, so I mean.
Yeah, but these motherfuckers literally talking about taking $50 out of your check every paycheck if you don't go get the vaccine.
When have they ever cared this fucking much?
That's my point. I was gonna say that was another one of my topics. Maybe fucking the reason for the spike in fucking violence is a fucking bunch of angry Americans. Right. Like y'all are trying to put everybody in a box. And I ain't gonna lie, I was against conspiracies before. I ain't gonna say I was against all of them because some people seem too fucking far fetched or whatever. But the pieces are starting to come together. Like first, okay, like in New York right now, you have to have a vaccine pass to go to a lot of places. So let's go be 50 states wide. Okay. Now they talking about first they're talking about giving you money to get the vaccine. Like, oh, you don't want to take our money? Okay, I tell you what, if you don't get it, we go take your motherfucking money then. Mm-hmm. Tell me this don't sound like some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go and I go with conspiracy theory. These motherfuckers gotta be putting chips or something in. They gotta be doing fucking.
I ain't never went to the chips.
Something. I mean, I'm saying.
But I'm not disagreeing. Hold on, but I never said this shit, but I promise I'm not disagreeing with that bullshit because this shit is so far gone now. Like, how can you sit up and say, they wouldn't do that shit when you got shit like the Tuskegee experiment? Exactly. You got shit like that going on, but you gonna say they wouldn't do no shit like this?
All I'm gonna say, government, just let us know. Just let us know. You trying to stop us from having? I know they ain't. I know the fuck they ain't. You trying to either stop us from having babies, putting a chip in us, or you what the fuck you trying to what they say trying to control the population? What three is? Well, like which one is it? Bro, you motherfuckers is going too far with this shit.
Bro, I'm a fan of population control though, but not killing people. But population control in the form of, look, you niggas can't have more than 2 babies no more.
You want China's situation.
Unless you're married. But even so, the earth is a certain size. The bitch ain't growing. You talking about 10 million people may die a year?
There's a lot of land out here, though.
It is a lot of land, but the shit is getting built. And
everything is not habitable.
But I'm about to say it's a lot of land or whatever, but it can become habitable.
Yeah,
but here's the thing, though. Corporations take over.
I mean, you can fucking build.
You can build shit on it.
You know what I'm talking about? Like out there,
they can build shit to it.
They build fucking bridges across oceans.
They got motherfuckers going to Mars.
I'm talking about
fuck all that.
I'm talking about like
bro, they got people going to Mars.
When I said like
they got people going to Mars.
Antarctica. Yeah, I know.
So if they going to Mars,
anything possible.
That part, that part. Right now, in our lifetime, that shit ain't gonna happen. But what I'm saying is that shit is up and coming. To the point where, nigga, we gonna be fucking robots out this bitch because they trying to control. Why say they? The powers that be. Put your fucking big boy draws on for this shit or whatever. They trying to control a bunch of shit. It's like, damn, we used to be the land of the free.
Right. You know what it was? That shit that didn't pop when them motherfuckers was doing that little chip where you can control your door opening or when your work badge. You ain't hear about that shit? Okay, so in certain companies they will have a little chip. You know how they get your badge and shit for work?
I seen movies and shit.
So they literally will give you a chip right here, and when you go to work, instead of scanning a barcode or anything, you would do like this for lunch. You do like this to open the door to get into work. You do like it's a couple of companies that actually beta testing.
That's evasive as fuck.
Yeah, it's a lot of beta testing that's been going on for years. Of this shit.
So these movies ain't full of shit.
So what is that? High-end government jobs or real? What is
certain companies probably the multi-billion-dollar companies probably.
And they were doing it, and it was like people lying up shit. Like when you seen the nurses and shit lying up, acting like they was happy they had to take the test. They were like no, fuck you not, nigga. You getting paid for this shit.
Right.
But they would actually show. It was on the news. They were actually showing people opening their company doors and all this shit, and some of them got a stipend just for getting doing the beta testing on it. And I don't know if Bill Gates. I ain't gonna say he was, but I'm gonna say he was.
If you say beta testing and you pay somebody, that's honestly, in my opinion, that makes it okay. If you pay somebody for something that's mandatory for a vaccination, you're supposed to be healthy. To me, that ain't okay. If you tell somebody like, look, nigga, we don't know what this is. This is beta test. They telling you that there's a lot of maybes in this shit.
Right.
So that gives you room for error. Like, okay, that's a chip for navigation, and there's a chip to make your ass freeze when I want you to freeze.
But you say you want the government to tell us.
If you say it's a fucking beta,
let's go ahead and tell us versus just trying to force the shit on us.
It's a beta.
That's why I don't like the shop, because how we go from beta at the beginning of the year to full blown, everybody needs to take this shit all
within less than a year,
half a year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, we just in 7 years. You know what I'm saying? We just in 7 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 8 months.
I ain't with it.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
My partner put up a post the other day. He said, you have to realize that everything that you do, if you want to be free, is your choice. Everybody's saying, get the vaccine. He was like, fuck y'all, I ain't ready.
Exactly.
Say, it's our choice. Like, y'all making it where it ain't a choice. But then I understand that the numbers are spiking. And I get that for whatever it is. But people die every day.
But hold on, fuck that. The fact that your vaccine has to have numbers from like, okay, well, the people who don't get the vaccine are affecting people with the vaccine. What the fuck kind of vaccine is that? Like, you don't put that on nothing else. This vaccine come out like, if I don't get it, it's gonna affect people who do got it. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Wait a goddamn, slow the fuck down.
Let's digress. Go back into what you were saying.
Okay, but no, that was one of them. Yeah. The fucking, like, they really taking money out of, bottom line, they taking money out of the checks for the vaccine now. Now, on to the next one. Yeah, I wrote this shit on paper, I be forgetting. I took a lot of medicine in my life. 2 years and shit. Some of y'all will pick that up later. Newcomers, you got to go rewind back a couple episodes.
Right. Go watch the old episodes so y'all can catch up.
You know what 2 years mean. Y'all, okay, so this is more American than America needs to be. And I take that back. I just put my foot in my mouth. The woman ain't even American. She Russian. This heifer suing McDonald's, bro, because she saw a commercial of a burger that made her break her Lent fast.
Her what fast?
Lent, whatever religion.
Lent?
L-E-N-T. Not Lent like shit in your pockets. That's why I
Hey,
thought.
put that down in the comments so we can
You
find
said-
out. We
I
don't
thought
like
you
being
were saying
ignorant to the
fast.
situation.
No,
Fast.
Yeah.
A Lent fast.
So
Lent
this is
is a religion, and fast is like, you go without eating. So the commercial made her break her Lent
I kind of
fast.
want to know what that is.
What,
Yeah,
Lent?
I never
What
heard of
religion
that.
that is for Lent?
Bro,
But I know
okay.
Passover, you got...
If you ask me what religion is Mormon, I wouldn't know what the fuck
That's
the
why I
answer
said
is.
ask and put them in comments so we can know later.
I wouldn't know what religion. If you say what religion is Baptist, them niggas believe in Jesus. If that's what you're asking, them niggas because
The Lent?
Yeah,
Believe in Jesus?
yeah,
Like
but
the Lent?
just differently from how we do.
Right.
Okay, so like Catholic and Baptist.
Catholic, Baptist, fucking
What, all that?
Jehovah Witness.
I'm not going to all
They
that.
taking
That's
shit
so
and
funny.
making their own rules and twisting it into
that
it.
shit.
Hey, if you want to be a part of this, it's basically like a cult.
But that part wasn't even about the fucking religion.
He hit them with y'all. Y'all Christians, y'all in the cult.
This nigga found us way funnier than what it was meant to be.
I'm sorry.
This nigga
I'm sorry. I got my own personal issues. I'm sorry.
I know why he laughed. Anyway, yeah, it wasn't about the Lent. The bottom line is, how the fuck you see a commercial of a hamburger to make your fat ass go over there and get it, and you blame it on them? Is the commercial supposed to make it look nasty?
I don't know, but I kind of feel like the people out in what's that? Allen. They got the fitness connection out there. We got that Wingstop right next to it. I feel like
Hold on, bro.
I feel like we should say something to them.
First of all, you touching on some shit right now. You ain't got no business touching on. That shit hurt my heart.
That shit hurt when I went over to work out.
It ain't just one in Allen, bro. The one in Garland got a Wingstop right next to it.
I got Wingstop
Hold on.
next to the workout
The one in
place.
Mesquite got the Grandy's right outside that motherfucker.
Shit, now on that, the goddamn what's the taco place? The Furs. Oh, not Furs. What is it? Fucking
Right outside the
I
one
know
in
what you're talking
Mesquite.
about, fuzzy tacos.
fuzzy fucking tacos, bitch.
You come out the gym, starving and hungry and ready for like I'm motivated. Then you smell this shit. Fuck that motivation.
That shit smell
Y'all
good,
seen them
bitch.
cartoons where the fucking fumes come over and it be shaped like some fingers doing this shit here, and the motherfucker start floating.
Niggas jump over his feet doing this shit. yeah. I'm that old.
I'm that old. But I'm just saying, yeah, I agree with that shit, bro. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like they put these fucking food restaurants that you ain't got no business eating out of right next to the motherfucking gym. But, and that's with all capital letters. For you Planet Fitness people, I hope I don't get in trouble for this shit, I'm about to say, because I don't want to be in no trouble. But they on some bullshit, bro. How you go, it ain't even Planet Fitness, it's the people that's there. How can you see an ad that serves pizza after your workout and you be like, yeah, that gym, they're looking out for his people? Nigga.
The gym looking at eat the pizza so you can so if you get fat by eating the pizza, you can come work out and work this shit off.
No, nigga.
That's
We
the real
gonna burn calories and put the shit back on. Hear that? So you have to come back.
Make sure you fucking keep a
You ain't
membership.
got it. You ain't got a fucking choice.
Is that a conspiracy?
That's
they serve
genius.
Over there when we at?
This nigga.
Right where we just
They don't serve a
talking about.
motherfucking thing. Nigga, they serve healthy food in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
But no, you
But
gotta
that's
go.
also they got
But you gotta go
taco
cook. You
spot
gotta
right
go
there.
have to ask. No, we talking about inside the
Oh,
gym.
yeah,
they got a little
They got
grill.
that fit gym. This wasn't like that. This is free pizza after your workout.
Yeah.
Free-
So I want to make sure we on our shit. Yeah, we go to a good gym.
That really. We got a Fit Factory in our gym, but Fit Factory has been for healthy meals. That's
Right.
probably what he
I
asked.
don't
me.
know what y'all gym. They done got shot outside y'all gym before, but I ain't gonna go into that.
That
That's
nigga-
why we stopped. That's why we stopped going there.
Okay,
shit.
okay. To put
Niggas
this
got
shit in,
shot outside there.
to put this shit in perspective, they put a $10 a month gym in the kind of hood, in the semi
Yeah,
hood.
that's supposed to be suburban.
It's $10 a month. What
It-
kind of
but-
crowd do you expect to be there?
big
LA
girls,
Fitness ain't got that problem.
big girls that don't want to go to the Dominican Republic.
They want to go sit there on a machine and act like they're working out. It's only $10 a month. LA Fitness charging you $30. You going there, you working out.
But you know what? You can tell the difference in when you pay your money. Because when we used to go to LA Fitness,
We was in that bitch.
you be in that bitch and they wasn't in there bullshitting. But
That's
they
my
was in.
point.
But they was in now.
Yeah.
But you go to fucking Fitness
Them niggas
Connection.
was working. Them niggas sitting on the machines.
They'll hit that hole. But
Yeah.
but some
It's
of them
$10 a
Dominican
month.
bodies in there. Dominican bodies in there.
Yes, sir. I agree with him.
That's
Oh,
all.
my daddy, man.
Okay, so I told you about the time I came to the gym. Me and her just got into an argument. Whatever. That's how I know the devil work in mysterious ways. People say Jesus. The devil work in mysterious ways. Me and my girl got into an argument and shit. And she go watch her shit and then cuss my ass out. But here you go, babe.
It is what it is.
Went into the gym. Me and her just got into an
cussed out
argument.
every day,
Let's just say we had a big ass fight Wednesday. Thursday, I get to the motherfucking gym, do my little workout. It is what it is. I come outside from the motherfucking gym. It's a motherfucking number. And my goddamn windshield wiper. Chick put up motherfucking number on windshield wiper. And I'm like, boy, this is the devil for your wife. We just got through. If we didn't just get through fighting, I wouldn't have felt some kind of way.
Yeah.
But we just got through fighting. It wasn't no little like, oh, you didn't wash the dishes, take the trash out. Your mama didn't raise you right. I know they ain't little.
Damn, come on now. Whoa.
Take the trash out. Your mama didn't raise you right. This wasn't no little ass fight. This was a your mama ain't shit kind of fight.
Yeah.
Now she didn't raise you right. Your mama ain't shit kind of fight.
Right.
Or whatever. And so that I was like, I still goddamn flicked the shit. But nevertheless, it's just the fact that it happened right after that shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is a $10 a month gym too, so I was skeptical about who the fuck put their number.
Oh, it's some fine $10 a month.
That's my point.
Like,
that's kind of my point.
Don't discredit them because they
That's
spending
kinda,
$10 now.
And this wasn't a $10 a month average either.
That's why I told my daddy. I told my daddy last week. I said, "Say, man, if you want to find some women, come on, could you get your gym and shit?"
This wasn't Mesquite.
Because he's single. You know what I'm saying?
Carrollton.
Okay.
This was Carrollton.
Oh, so yeah, they. Okay.
Touche.
Hey, man, don't lie though.
What's up?
It was some decent looking women that be up in Mesquite.
Hell yeah!
You know
I'm not knocking them at all.
Yeah,
but
shit.
in Mesquite, you get a mixed crowd.
Right.
You're talking about for every fine one, it's four that's completely opposite.
Bro, I seen a nigga up in there, bro. This nigga was kind of tall, bro. Man, had a big ass chest. He ain't have his rest of his body looked weird, bro. But he had some titties like this. That's because that fool was on that machine. You know that when we go in and we right there in front of the mirror, that the machines you be using and shit. That's
The chest machine.
And he was like this on the motherfucking chest. I'm like, why is you doing that? Bro?
He might be doing an experiment. Let's just give it that.
Let me say
I'm like,
this, because
that
everybody
ain't-
don't go to the
I know
gym
you
and
do
get
that, right.
fucking numbers in they goddamn fucking windows. Fuck your big ass.
Yeah, that's what I told this nigga, man.
But at the same time, kudos. I'm not hating, but
Yeah,
good
the fuck
job.
you are.
No,
nigga,
I'm hating.
Hey,
I'm hating.
I ain't hating because I just lost
I'm
10
hating.
pounds in
I'm
my
hating.
body.
I'm hating because he be hating. He'll hate on
I
something.
lost 10 pounds in a month.
But you know my thing.
All right, y'all. We back. We took a little break for some inebriated individuals. Not them.
Intermission on you hoes.
On you hoes. But all right, so here go the meat and potatoes portion. Did we get through with everything?
No. What we're gonna jump in the meat and potatoes? Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
before
did we
we
get
go on that,
See, told y'all fucked up.
what we was talking about was, because since we were talking about police officers, we're gonna jump in and talk about the fact of what happened with the young lady, and it was a wellness check that went wrong. That's what we should talk about.
Go ahead, jump
the
on it.
video that came out, it was in foreign. It was actually about 2 weeks ago. It was actually by my house. It was a police officer that jumped out. The video first came out with the moms or the cousins, sisters. I'm not sure.
I think it was the mama's camera.
It was the mama's cameras came out, and all you seen was the police officer sitting on top of the young black lady.
Oh, that was
Young. Well, she was
That was
18. Young lady.
Damn.
The young lady, she was sitting there, she was spitting and she was foaming, and the mama was upset because the police officer on top of her. And the other video came out, which would kind of gave me a little pause. Because at first I was like, "Fuck that whole ass nigga, chili bowl head ass nigga, fuck that whole ass officer." And then I watched it, rewatched the actual police
whole
cam
footage
of everything, and I kind of took a step back on it because I kind of looked at it differently, which Antoine disagreed on it. So we'll talk about that right now. I don't know if y'all seen the video. I hope y'all should go back and see the video. Police officer on teen black girl, maybe?
That'll come up.
It'll come up. Shit.
Police officer in Forney. That should pop up.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna break down the video. Basically, the first video that came out was with the mom. You cut in, you see a white police officer on top of a young black lady, and he's holding her. He's straddling her. He was holding her down. I was like, this whole ass nigga need to get up off this little girl. Like, that was the first thing. And then the mom was trying to consoled her daughter, like trying to touch her hand. He flipping out, don't touch me and all this shit. First of all, don't touch me talking to a black person versus a white lady. It's an undertone of racism. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to cut that bullshit out, by the way. She was reaching for her daughter's hand. Anyway, whole ass black officer that came on board should have did more than what he did. That's another thing too. But when she got up, the mom was like, "Hey, the first thing, she 18. Her mom was like, when she got there, was like, "Hey, I'm trying to talk to you. This is my goddamn daughter. you hoes need to calm down. I'm her. I'll take her home if necessary. Like, I got her now. You ain't got to do all this. He got mad at her for trying to de-escalate the situation and say he assaulted her, which I don't know if she out of jail, yes or no, but she just reached over trying to say, hey, you got these cuffs too hard on her. He said, I'll take these cuffs, loosen them up once we get her towards the car. And it just broke out into her having an assault charge and everything. I agree to disagree with a lot of things, but I'm gonna let you jump into it, Twan.
All right. I thought you were gonna give your opinion first.
Oh, I can. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna go into it.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause at first, like I said, I thought he was wrong. The second video was her walking down the street in distraught. Like, the whole thing was, they called her, said, honestly, where I live, if she was dodging in and out of traffic, first of all, it's fucking 30 on that goddamn street. If she was going 30, she was dodging in that traffic, you bitches had plenty of time to stop. Ain't no point in calling the police on that young lady, even if she was having a mental breakdown. That's another thing of mental health in America. That's a whole nother situation. Well, it's the same situation, but a whole nother situation. Whole nother topic. She was walking down the street barefooted. When I seen the video of the police officer pulling up, she was walking down the street barefooted, and she was crying, and she was already distraught. I feel it was a mental health wellness check. I feel it should have went a whole different way, but I feel the officer initially handled it right. He pulled over initially. I told you I agree with the stuff you said, but initially he pulled up. He was like, "Hey, come talk to me." They say, I got a call saying you dodged in and out of traffic, which is bullshit because the other street, maybe 3 miles away, is actually where if you want to get hit by a car, it would have actually happened. Yeah, everything on that other side, bitch, you could have stopped before anything happened. Why did you call police? That's my time. Anyway, yeah, that's my digression. But he pulled up. He was like, "Hey, just come talk to me." And I have a son, a 20-year-old. Well, he's 19, about to be 20. That had a similar situation that it didn't go like that. But I thought it was a mental health situation that it should have been de-escalated on both parties. She should answer some questions, which I'm gonna give he gonna give his side. I say she should answer the questions, and the shit would have been over with. He could have followed her home, make sure she got home safe. The shit shouldn't have got to where it got to. He escalated the shit. She escalated the shit. The shit was some bullshit, and it shouldn't have ended up with her mom in jail for allegedly assaulting a police officer. Go.
All right. My standpoint is the reason I can't wholeheartedly disagree with this nigga because he had a similar crazy person situation where the nigga doing some stupid shit in traffic. But here's the thing with me.
You want me to tell the story?
Shit, give whatever side you need for your, because it did help your argument.
No. Okay, I got two stories that happened with my argument. One story is I have an autistic son. He was walking down the street. He kind of paces and runs around, not paying attention to the world. He's in his own world. He kind of, if you didn't know, you would think something was wrong. He got pulled over by a police officer. He was able to call my mother-in-law, and she let the police know he's fine. He's autistic. He does that just to relieve stress and enjoy himself. Please allow him to come home, and they did. That was the first story. Years back, maybe. Second story. Mine, I went that way because mine was a little deeper, and this is something that I hadn't really divulged in person to anybody. So I'm giving the Glitch the first excuse on it. About 9 years ago, I was married. We had lost our condo. My wife's about to leave me. My baby mom was about to take my son. I was contemplating suicide. That's why I understand mental health. I was threatening to kill myself by throwing myself in front of a car. A police officer pulled over to me. I wasn't crying, but I was distraught walking in and out of traffic.
We got one of them women about to walk by.
And the lady that saved my life called the police. They just walked by, and she called the police. They checked my phone. They recognized the message I was sending back and forth to her, my mom, my best friend, saying that I was threatening to do something to myself. And the police officer handed the coordinate. He didn't roughhouse me. He didn't do any of that. He was like, hey, we got a call saying something wrong. We just want to check on you. They took me to a mental hospital. I said, hey, I was just having a mental breakdown. I was having a moment. It was a lot of stuff going wrong in my life. They handled it, and everything went smooth. But I was able to coherently. Yeah, I'm drinking. I'm sorry. But you know what the fuck I'm saying.
We all are out there.
But I was able to communicate to the police officer that what was going on. He was like, I get it, man. That's a lot to take in. And he took me down. I didn't get locked up before maybe a day just to mental test me. After the shit snapped me back in and was like, all right, I get it. Going on by your business.
So is that why you saying that you feel like
it could have been a mental health?
Well,
check.
No. My question was when you said when she got to this part of the street or this part of the neighborhood where they couldn't really hit her or they wasn't going fast enough to hit her, they should have just left her alone instead of calling.
I feel he could have followed her home in order to make sure that she was fine. But at that point in time, like Dallas has a new thing with the fire department that they'll come in and they'll send certain people for mental health. Like they'll come and check on you versus a police officer that's not trained to do that will actually come in and do that. Mm-hmm. So they need, like Forney maybe needs that, or every other city in Dallas, Texas, or anywhere else may need to adopt the fact of sending police officers to actually come and check on somebody because she could have been having a mental breakdown that needed more.
Get out them damn wings.
That maybe needed more than her her being harassed by a police officer.
Right.
And you gonna be talking on white like that.
You right?
You see,
while we in the middle of this shit, I'm gonna finish my shit. Really, my wife can tear this whole motherfucking shit down.
No, but we were just trying to get. No, I was trying to understand it because, like you said, in situations they shouldn't probably call the police. They shouldn't,
the dispatch should be different.
They should. But if they do call the police, then have a certain department that's fed to those type of issues. You know what I'm saying? Describe the issue for what it is. Be honest. Say somebody having a mental issue. That way, the mental issue part can come out. But like you were saying, but on another note, I want to get a clear understanding because, like you said, what if somebody didn't call the police on you when you was going through that thing, and then you might have been somebody who
did something to yourself
that was out of her that don't need to be out of her. That was a really good part of.
That's why I told him
that's a really good part of good society, and your family depend on you and stuff like that. You just had a slight bit of, you know what I'm saying, a tough moment. You know what I'm saying, and so yeah, that welfare check might have saved your life because you know
it actually did save my life.
Yeah.
It really did save my life. I probably wouldn't be here right now. Right. It saved my life, not necessarily for this little girl, and it maybe did for her, but I'm just simply saying sometimes situations are perceived as bad more than it actually could have saved. What if that little girl would have took herself out? Right. Now I understand his perception that it shouldn't have happened. Why the fuck you putting your hands on?
They ain't heard my side yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go for it. I'm sorry. I'm go for it.
Before we jump the gun on my side. All right, so this is how the way I felt about it was more along the lines of like I agree with everything he said, but when we discussed it, when I was talking about he shouldn't have grabbed her. That's where we had a little dispute or whatever because so he explained to you the video. The first video showed them on top of the girl or whatever. So who knows what happened previous to that, right?
Exactly.
So the girl was on the ground, he was on top of her, and she's screaming. The mom like, "Get off of her!" A big commotion. Right. Like most cop videos, it's a big commotion.
Yeah.
But you don't know the background. Well, when they showed the background, no lie, I was more infuriated because I really feel like it could have been avoided. Right. You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact that, like, okay, so it's cop. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, initially, he handled it right. Like, he pulled up on him, was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And she crying, barefooted, and whatever. And she was like, "Oh, I'm fine." Blah blah blah. Well, I got a call that she was dodging. You was running in and out of the car. She said she clearly said, "No, I wasn't."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, and she's like, "No, I wasn't," and whatever. Yeah. But the concerned person that called could have called and escalated for the simple fact that they concerned.
Right.
That we got to make this shit sound worse so the cops will hurry up. Exactly. Who knows what was on that person's mind? Or they could have helped their goddamn self. Right. But at the same time, it's hard to help strangers these days because who knows what these motherfuckers be talking about. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, right. So the cop walked up to her, said, "Hey, what's going on?" She's like, "Nothing. I just want to go home." The cop was like, "Where you live at?" She left right around the corner or whatever. But she stayed there, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to walk. And eventually, while she's trying to walk away, the cop grabbed her. Like, you can't walk away. In my mind, I'm thinking like, wow, this is a fucking welfare check.
Well, hold on. right in that section, she said, "Can we step on the grass because the ground?"
That ain't happened yet.
No, when you walk before you grabbed her.
No, he grabbed her first.
No, he didn't grab her before she tried to walk to the grass.
Yes, he did. Go back and watch the video.
Okay, we'll go back.
He grabbed her first, and then she was like, "Well, you're hurting me. You're hurting me. Well, can we at least go to the grass to sit down?" And he was like, "Okay, fine." But she was still putting up a struggle. So he grabbed her by a ponytail and sat her ass down. But here's the thing. None of the touching was necessary. Especially when it comes to grabbing. Like, you forcefully grabbing a person that ain't broke the law, that ain't did shit wrong. You just going off of what somebody else has said and the fact that she crying. She told you she okay. Now, here's my part. I agree that a person should have called and said there's a concern here. I agree a cop should have showed up. There's a concern here. But if this cop is really fucking concerned, this nigga could have easily followed her to her house to make sure
and called a woman off.
So that's where the problem is.
Hold on, wait a minute.
That's where the problem is.
You know what I'm talking about? It's more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's the first problem. He could have easily followed her home. That whether it be in his patrol car or walking with her, if he really showing concern, he could have walked with her. You know what I'm talking about? Like, clearly she's upset. Goddamn, you grab somebody like this here,
right?
Nigga, that's offensive.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if I'm happy or not. When you grab somebody by their arm, that means some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Then when you trying to stop somebody from going, you have to apply pressure.
Right.
So it hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, it hurting. Whatever. And some people might say, okay, but she's exaggerating. Fuck that. It ain't no exaggerating when cops are shooting people. All other kind of stupid shit going on, nigga. She nervous as shit right now. So that's where they try to go over to the ground and honestly, she say, I want to go sit down. And they still end up tussling because she's trying to pull her arm away. But my thing is, like I said before, it should have never got to the point where he grabbed her arm. So let's skip forward to the part where her mom is. We're on her mom's camera now. Now that we see the first part, we know that she ain't got no gun.
Facts.
We know she ain't causing no trouble.
Facts.
We know her only issue is the fact that she fucked up right now. Her feelings hurt. Something is going on with her mentally. Her mom showed up. The cop still laying on her like, get off my baby. So when she go to touch her, the cop like, don't touch me. Why the fuck is this still? If you knew, if her biggest issue was making it home safely, that was the biggest problem, her making it home safely. So why is it when her mom showed up, you still laying on top of her? You know what I'm saying? Fussing, raising hell. Her mom is here now. You can release her until her mom's, what's the word I'm looking for?
And
possession. To her mom's possession. You can release her until her mom's
custody.
possession. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I fucked up, and y'all go see. You can release her into her mom's custody. You know what I'm saying? But instead, when her mom reached for her, she like, no, don't you fucking get. He didn't say fuck. He's like, you get away from me, don't touch me. The little girl start foaming at the mouth, choking. I ain't gonna say she choking, but if you foam at the mouth, you fucking choking. Right. Cause he's laying on her. Now you might say, okay, well that body weight might not do it, but you gotta think about this motherfucker got a vest on. He got shit on around his hip. And so any of that shit could have been digging into anywhere. And the fact that you hurting this young lady, nigga, get the fuck off. Her mama here now.
I get it, but the whole point is, we had this agreement, and you said it was George Floyd situation. I told him.
Neither one of you niggas let me finish talking.
I was just saying. I
was gonna get to it.
Get to it then.
You said, well, hold up,
because you didn't say it.
Because I was getting to it. I let you finish.
Nigga,
did I or did I not?
I'm gonna sit. Go for it.
Okay, exactly.
Go on with your big ass.
Listening.
This is man pride right here. He don't want to say, yeah, you did.
No, I didn't say. I said go ahead and finish.
But you don't want to answer my question. Did I let you finish?
You let me finish.
All right, well, let me finish.
Well, go ahead, nigga. It sound like you taking a long time to get to the two-step.
Because I'm giving a whole story.
Two-step, nigga.
So, when I came...
Two-step the motherfucker. Nigga, you going 3 steps.
When I said I said, okay, we could have had another George Floyd, because I'm pretty sure, okay, I could say, okay, well, this man was kneeling on George Floyd's neck. Eventually, he was going to die. But if he wouldn't have died, nobody would have said that he almost died. Nobody would have said that shit, except him. So with this young lady, she fucking foaming at the mouth and shit, and people like, well, she wasn't. And I said that this is could have been another George Floyd type situation for the fact that she foaming at the mouth, bitch, she can't breathe.
I think that was more of a millennial extra.
Could have been. Exactly. But hold on. But that's where the part, that ain't no 70-30, 80-20. That's a 50-50 juggle.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a 50-50 juggle. Could have been. The same thing with George Floyd. Nigga, he lying down and clearly you can breathe if you can say, I can't breathe.
He was on the nigga neck.
But no, but what I'm saying, if he wouldn't have died, we would have been like, oh, nigga, you just talking shit. You know what I'm talking about?
But we wouldn't have had the movement that we had.
And I'm all for that shit.
Yeah.
In this situation, we would probably be better off if police were robots. Because a computer could be trained to know that protocol and will stay in the lines of that protocol. This is a human being to where, like you said, a motherfucker, he's trying his best to control her, but at the back of his mind, I'm a police officer. I'm in control.
You supposed to do what I say.
You supposed to do what I say. So this is where the problem lies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
they always think you supposed to do what they say.
I should have followed. He could have followed her home, but he didn't follow her home. He wanted her to
stop right here.
And he wanted to get under control of her so he can allow another officer to get there so they can have more control of the situation.
When she's just going home, you could just follow her home.
You know
if you're worried about safety, just walk behind her. None of this shit would have happened. But like I said, when her mom showed up, it's like, nigga, your whole thing was I want to make sure she made it home safely to her mom. Well, she here now. Why you still on top of her? And then it broke down into all the other shit where she took the girl up and said the head comes too tight, and she followed the officer talking shit, and the mom ended up getting arrested. But what the fuck do you do if your daughter didn't do shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Which is wrong way I come in the whole first place. That makes the whole situation worse. Because if the police was supposed to be understanding and work through situations, the mom shouldn't have wound up getting arrested.
What the factual thing is, majority of the time, them motherfuckers put the cuffs on too tight. I don't know who the fuck told y'all how to put handcuffs on.
Bro.
You bitches be...
Miss me with the class shit. Them niggas know. Yeah. Them niggas can feel that shit.
You think they know?
Hell yeah.
Just like his point when you saying if you grab somebody, that's they grab somebody offensively. They know what they doing.
Let me say this. Hold on. Me grabbing you and me grabbing this nigga two goddamn different things. You know what I'm saying? Like you, in your mind, you just grab the motherfucker. Yeah. But if I grab you and I'm his size and I grab him, he's like.
All right, y'all, here we go. Had to take a brief intermission. We ran out of the special beverage that we was drinking, and so we had to go make refills. All right, so the last one we was talking about the woman suing people for suing McDonald's for the fact that she broke her diet. Like that's fucking McDonald's fault. The commercials are supposed to make the food look good. I said we back. Motherfucker ain't even no breaking the shit. Excuse me, I done had some drink.
Nah, we segment that motherfucker.
Okay, fuck it. We
take the segment. That's cool.
Fuck it, but that's what we
y'all
did.
Miss us.
And this one will probably be two parts because he got a what's the word I'm trying to think? I done had some to drink, so y'all excuse me. What's the word I'm trying to think of? He got an objection to what I'm about to say, which I don't care, but he actually got
I agree, but I disagree.
No, not this one.
Okay, I thought that was foreign shit.
No, this ain't nothing to agree or disagree with. Mm-hmm. This is just you had yours and you was right, but I never seen it, so it don't matter.
Okay.
If your city got a mall, they got baskets in it, y'all ain't shit. Who the fuck pushed baskets around the mall? Like I went in Forever 21 and I got a basket. I'm putting my clothes. What kind of mall has baskets in it? That's why I said it.
Yeah, okay, well, shit red. Well,
that's my point.
Well,
that's my point.
Now I ain't want to say it because you said red.
But that's my point. But okay.
County Small.
But first of all, where the baskets at in County Small?
They were in Sears.
Okay, and what the fuck is Sears today?
Closed the fuck down.
My point exactly. They said your store got baskets, we ain't putting up with that shit. And they got rid of it.
But they got fucking baby strollers, so what's...
That ain't the same thing. That's helping.
But they got little baskets on the fucking baby strollers.
21 and all that shit, you know...
But that's inside the store. Y'all can come on by. Yeah, we got two badass women want to walk by. Y'all want to introduce yourselves right quick? They bad too. Y'all don't look at them though because they out.
Right now,
we didn't say show your ass. that was mine.
She walked by twerking.
That was mine. Y'all excuse me. Why it had to be mine?
Did you know Shaq on Route 21 and shit?
Man, fuck Shaq.
I'm gonna be saying why.
I'm a hater. That nigga Shaq be right about a lot of shit. Shaq be on point with a bunch of shit. I'm just like, this nigga Shaq be doing it. This nigga making millions from goddamn short. The fact that you 7 feet and a lot of fucking inches, a lot of pounds, a whole bunch of them bitches, a whole bunch of pounds, and you over here pop locking. Nigga, you my nigga.
Shout out
you my
to the fact.
motherfucker.
Man, you just
Shaq
Shout out to the fact that Shaq sell more fucking Dunk Man than Jordan sell Jordan shoes. Mm-hmm. Y'all said fuck y'all want about them Dunk Man from holding Walmart. He sell way more bitches than them fucking Jordans. I don't wear them hoes.
That part.
But that's why I appreciate. That was my girl saying. That was my girl saying. She was like, they cool.
I probably had some Dunkmans back in the day. My mom probably bought me some Dunkmans.
But remember when he was with Reebok and shit though?
The only reason people don't want to wear them because they not expensive.
I seen some Dunkman the other day. They tried to make them whole kind of look a little bit like Jordan. I was like, I understand. But
if they was $200, people would want them more. That's what's the weird.
You know what? That is the weird shit about it.
Hey man, if this nigga ain't never said shit else, that shit there meant something. No bullshit. The fact, like, okay, what's the name of them t-shirts? Supreme and shit. A regular ass shirt, it make the material different. A regular ass t-shirt that says Supreme, $90 fucking. If you put any other letters on that motherfucker, it go down to 12.
Is that the Supreme team shirts? You know, the drug dealers used to sell back. Never mind. I'm
probably so.
Never mind.
They probably been around that long, not for real.
No disrespect. Hey, salute men and.
They probably is.
I don't want to hate y'all.
They white folks.
I want to
like Supreme team. They had shit going back in the day. That's all I'm gonna say. If you ain't watch your documentaries, you should watch some documentaries.
Because I don't know. I didn't think this. It is the same shit, ain't it?
So
they just done rebranded.
That's what I'm saying. They probably did some shit.
I don't know if they
did it. I don't know if
we just seen it, but Supreme been around for a minute.
Because I didn't know. I remember Supreme team, and the fact that it ain't the team no more, I just figured it was just Supreme. So did they? Hey man, somebody tell me, did they rebrand Supreme into some more shit for everybody to wear versus the fucking the
hustlers?
Them part?
Hey. If y'all did,
let me sip my tea.
Good job for going legit
I think so.
Or semi-legit to make the money.
But everybody, what they doing now, bro, they got to bring some young people, some culturally advised people into the group, and then that's when they motherfucking be coming out with these different shit. That's why you see these commercials. You be like, damn, they kind of getting kind of urban on these commercials. Yeah, they got these young folks over there working now.
But I still stand by what I said. If your mall got baskets, it ain't shit. Oh, yeah, that's
Town East starting not to be shit.
Well, come on, bro. The niggas from Redbird is at Town East now.
It is a lot of flashy Falcon ass shirts out around that business.
I want to know what this nigga over here doing.
I'm just playing with my video, y'all. You know, I'm trying to get some more video.
Let me keep playing.
He getting his views up on the earlier than y'all.
Y'all don't be doing it. I be putting it on
Supercar Wayne on you bitches.
Right now it's interrupting.
Flex on him. Flex on him.
My eyes kinky in a bitch right now. All from some. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all might, you know what I'm saying, think he say some shit from time to time, but he don't look out for my best interest.
I do.
Okay. Why you there?
I don't know. I was trying.
I was like, I'm not gonna let it slide. I do.
I was trying to think of some shit to go behind it, but I couldn't think of it fast enough.
I have him drinking.
But yeah, exactly, nigga. My eyes slanted to the bitch right now. Like
I try to make a man up. We tired of all these mixed drinks and you niggas running out.
Both of you niggas, man.
I told you. Hey.
I dapped the nigga up, but I ain't with that shit.
No.
I want some soda pop in this motherfucker.
No. We dealt with umbrellas around this motherfucker.
I want some soda pops and some color in this motherfucker.
Hey, excuse me, y'all. I just want to show y'all this right quick. This is what we on.
I don't even know who them niggas is that made this shit.
I'm gonna brag on my brother. He got an excellent job, bro. We get this shit before it go to the stores. You know what I'm saying? Like we got all type of shit. Notice I say we. Like you know how I just took ownership of that shit. Like we. You know what I'm saying? Like my nigga works so hard, do so good. We can get whatever we want, and I'm proud of that. So. Yeah, we on.
Bro, when you got niggas on your team to give you shout outs like that, nigga, tell me you're not gonna get goosebumps.
That's what I feel. That's what I think it's about. That's what I think it's about.
I appreciate it.
I think that's what it's about.
You know, I ain't.
While we talk about alcohol and shit, can I tell y'all what the next topic is?
Let's go for it.
Cause y'all know damn well with us three on this motherfucker, we gonna get carried off into Zoom land and shit.
We be having to break the shit up in two parts and
like
shit.
A motherfucker. This probably gonna be one of them. All right, so we had an incident not too long ago. Where we were sitting in the garage. I'm gonna say not too long ago. Shit was the day before yesterday, or whatever. And the police got called on us. I know most people like, man, goddamn, here we go, some old black people shit, bro. I promise you, it wasn't like that. Mm-hmm. I'm still hashtag team fuck the cops, but
some of them.
No, fuck them cops.
I'm gonna go with some of them.
Even my stepdaddy, nigga, you hold a badge, fuck them cops.
Cause some of you motherfuckers don't
I know it's good cops. I know it's good cops out there, but I just refuse.
But y'all need to stop standing beside watching these motherfuckers do that other shit. If you gonna be good all the way, nigga. Stop some nigga from doing that bullshit.
That's what. If you ain't
y'all messing up the message.
You ain't a good cop if you let another cop do some dumb shit and you turn your head. So you still anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
Yeah,
with
right
shit.
on.
Fuck that shit.
But cops got called on us yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I don't have mixed feelings about it. 90% I'm for it. 10% is joke. And what I mean by joke, I'm talking about literal joke, like funny, not like, man, these fucking cops are joke, not that type of joke. So let me explain the situation. I'm watching this redneck video. Somewhere in here, I'm gonna try to post a picture. Let me see something. I'm about to do some.
Question. That's not stupid. I'm just asking. I promise you that every day I come out here from now on, I'm going to make fun of you every time I walk out the door. Every time I go in the door, I'm going to make fun of you. Well, I don't care. Like I'm going to do you. I don't care if you sit over there and cry yourself to sleep every night. Well, you don't have to. But if you don't break your ass over there, I want you to put me out. I want you to do it. Man, he can't put you in jail. I know we can. Hell, you son. Get the hell out of this yard. No, you put me out. You got 5 minutes. Get the fuck out of this yard, you stupid fucking bitch. Hey, you need to quit calling goddamn Get the fuck over there. Hey, you you call him now, you sorry son of a bitch. What are you gonna fucking do? You do something. Put your fucking hands.
Knock shit right there. That's at 8 minutes. I didn't know where to put the fucking picture at on the video. Yeah. So 8:09. But anyway, watching this video, rednecks going off on each other. Nigga holds him down, a woman, she arguing and screaming and cussing with him. But I got the shit playing on my Bluetooth
I think she was
speaker.
meth head. Go
She
ahead.
had to be, bro. I'm gonna put a picture up there. Y'all gonna see this shit or whatever. But the woman was going off on each other. They go off on the dude, and they start hollering and screaming and shit. But I'm playing in my garage. Me and a few companions, we were partaking in self-medication or whatever. And somebody decided to call the fucking police. They thought I was beating the brakes off my woman because all of the hollering and shit. Police pulled up. I'm sitting out there chilling, eyes slanted than a bitch, or whatever. And he pulled up and slowed down and stopped. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck he stopping there for? But not on some, hey, what the fuck? Not that kind. It's like, okay, with some shit going in the neighborhood. Damn, what the fuck he want here? Because he's slowing down. But nigga, it's 1 o'clock in the morning almost, and we sitting in the garage. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? So kind of, I can get it. I don't really think that he had no question about what was going on. He just was looking like, what the fuck? Anyway, so he kind of, but when he get in front of our house, he slowed down to a damn near complete stop. Now I'm concerned. So I get up, and he let his window down. So now we fit to communicate. He said, hey, have you guys heard any screaming around here? And I was like, no. No, I haven't heard any screaming. I've been there for about an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. I ain't heard no goddamn screaming. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, but I would have heard. I've been out. He's like, you been out here that long yet? I'm like, no, I haven't. Or whatever. And then Karen got up, and she was like, well, what about the video? He's like, were you guys watching the video or something? I was like, we was. Yeah. We was watching this video of these rednecks go off on each other, and there was a lot of screaming because they got holes of water, so the people started screaming. Yeah. It wasn't no big brawl or nothing, but the woman started screaming or whatever, and I think that's what one about.
Punches thrown in that video.
Man, that dude got choked for like 3 seconds.
But that old dude came over and was like, like
but that ain't what caused the screaming.
Yeah. The water was. Right, they don't like being clean.
That's probably the first bath they didn't had in ages. That part. Or whatever. I'm gonna put some of the video or pictures. Anyway, but so he asked a question and Karen said part of the video, and the cop was like, that makes sense. Or whatever, I got it. Okay, well, I got a call about a disturbance. Okay, I was just checking out. I was like, damn. Like I said, my mixed feelings part about it is nothing to do with the neighbors or nosiness. Because I appreciate the fact that somebody willing to call to help somebody, because a lot of times we've all seen it today where people will pull out their cameras when somebody getting fucked up. I just seen a video just the other day. Old black lady on the at the bus stop. Fucking black dude too. Black lady at the bus stop. Black dude come out of nowhere and just slang her ass. Bah! Yeah. And he didn't just hit her one time, bro. She fell down. He picked up by her neck and just pulverized her ass. And what the fuck happened? Nigga, the person that's holding the camera recording it, you can see by 6 other people pull their camera out to record. Nobody want to help this old woman. Then out of nowhere, a dude come out of there and knock him off or whatever. And the woman like, man, goddamn, I appreciate this shit. Like, everybody recording and nobody helping me. Yeah. Like, she could have fucking died. Right. But I got to do it for the gram. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I appreciate the fact that somebody was willing to call and make that call.
But do you hold that as contradictory? Because you just said fuck the police.
Yeah. I was getting to that.
Go ahead. I'm gonna sit back, but at the same time, I had to point the shit out. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hush.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sip.
He's somebody I care about, so I break it down for him.
My
thing is, anytime this goes with anybody. This goes with anybody. And when I say anybody, you should understand about what I'm saying.
I know you, so I know where you're going. I know how you feel.
Yeah, there's always an exception to every rule.
Right.
Always an exception.
Yeah.
I'm fully loaded hashtag fuck the cops, but you would never hear me say defund the police.
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? Because I don't believe that shit, because I've been let off by way more, I would say way more, 100% more white cops. I've never had a black dude let me go. It's always been a white dude that let me go with a warning. Always been a white dude. But it was a white dude that whipped my ass. It was a white dude that yanked me up and all about trying to be recorded and trying to be respectful, put me in the back of my damn car. So I never know or whatever. But what I mean by hashtag fuck the police is just a simple fact that, like, goddamn, it's too many of them that know that their partner or know that their comrade is full of shit, but won't go say nothing. Maybe you won't do nothing bad, but you know that your comrade over there done some bullshit.
Right.
And the cop code says that you can't go, you know what I'm saying, snitch on the fucking police. So does that make you a good cop or a bad cop? The fact that you know he fucking over people's lives, but you won't say nothing. Right. So that's where my hashtag fuck the police came from. I know goddamn well there's a lot of cops out there that put their life on the line. You seen that? What was that movie, Crash, with Luda?
Yeah, Crash. Yeah.
He fingered old girl and then
was
saved her
bullshit.
life at the end. And she's like, how does she supposed to feel about that? That's mixed feelings like a motherfucker.
I still want to kill you for fingering me while on the track.
But Herbert saved my life. Give me out this motherfucking car, but I'm gonna kill your ass when you save my life, type shit. You know what I'm talking about? But or fucking let me die. I don't want you to be the one to say it. I would have understood either way. But what I'm saying by hashtag fuck the police is just the fact that, like, I done seen a lot of nonsense. Been a victim multiple occasions, being pulled over for not doing nothing. Like, I get just the other day driving through Sunnyvale. Karen followed me. I'm driving 39 and 35. Motherfucking cop pulled me over. Just like Thursday. Motherfucking cop pulled me over going 39 and 35.
You go on that back street? I know. I got
traffic.
pulled over too.
Avoid traffic.
I got pulled over there too. That nigga let me go though.
Yeah. If I'm going 30 and I'm going 4 miles over the speed limit, this nigga pulled me over and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I wasn't, I was blazed. But there was no smell in the car. I got blazed before I got in the car.
Right.
Or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, 39 and 35, bro, you pulled me over.
Dude, he got me at 47 going 35. I was
That's
all
logical.
nasty.
That's logical.
And
But they roll so long and slow.
yeah, it is.
It's
I pulled
long
over and it was a Hispanic cop and he was just like, I was like, cause I did both. Like, I could have pulled over immediately, but it's a 2-lane street. And I was like, I'm gonna wait till I get into a community so I can pull over. Both of us are safe.
Yeah.
I put the blinker on early. I put the flash on.
To let them know that,
Bam.
hey,
I see you. I already knew you finna pull me over when I passed you. I knew I was going fast. I seen gas. I was in the wrong.
We probably got pulled over by the same cop.
Right.
I pulled over at the mall with the baskets.
Yeah.
I pulled over at the mall with the baskets.
I pulled over. I was like, you see, I put my blinkers on. I seen you was coming, but I had already slowed down because I ain't want to further know.
Yeah,
like I was trying to run.
Speed off and shit, yeah.
So I pulled over, and he pulled behind me. He was like, you know what's happening? I was like, I'm going a little fast. I zoned out for a second. Matter of fact, I was watching your podcast.
Head ass nigga.
I was watching the glitch. I was like, I like to watch
Right
podcasts
on,
while I'm
nigga.
riding. So I was watching the glitch. I paused the shit and let the phone call. I didn't want him to know I was watching the video.
Yeah.
But he was like, man, you going a little fast. He was like, I seen your concern. You put the flash on to make sure you got over into an area
crunk.
where we wouldn't get hit by a car. I appreciate that. I'm just going to write you a warning.
That's crunk.
I was like,
Thank you.
right on. Because I showed him my gun license. I showed him my regular ID. And I so happen to have we just got a paper
You just
of the,
sparked something right now.
I just got a paper insurance card. So I had all that shit instead of giving him my phone. I'm like, I got all that shit where you can walk up here. Here you go. He was like, I'm just gonna give you a warning, man.
That's right
Be
on.
safe right over here.
That's
I was
what
like, nigga.
Motherfucker gave me a warning too, but I think he gave me a warning. The motherfucker pulled me over, gave me a warning for the simple fact that he go look crazy when he go in with a ticket that say nigga was driving 39 and 35.
Anything over 5 miles per hour, they get away with this. 5 to 6 miles, they
But
get over it.
that's four.
No, I just saying 5 to 6.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying-
in general, that's the
But
rule.
I'm saying,
Anything over 5, you got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll look crazy though if he go in with a 39 and a 35.
They would have gave you deferred adjudication.
Oh, I would have went to court.
Yeah,
I
deferred
definitely would've-
adjudication was
I
happening.
definitely would have took that shit to court. But he didn't write me up and shit. He's like, you're going 39, 35. Let me see your information and blah, 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 blah. All right,
For the
nigga,
people
ain't no
that
shit.
don't know, deferred adjudication, you pay a fine. You ain't gotta do too much. You pay a fine. After 3 months, they wipe shit off your record like it never happened. You just gotta pay them.
I honestly, I think if I had to go to court for going 39 and a 35, I don't think that nigga would have showed up, so it wouldn't even have been a deferred adjudication.
But the thing is, if you go to court the first time and you don't do a deferred adjudication, they gonna reset the court date. That's more time out your goddamn. I ain't got time to keep going back and forth to court. I got shit to do.
I don't know how that shit works.
Reset the bitch and me come back.
I remember one time I went to court for a speeding ticket and the cop didn't show up and they just dismissed the motherfucker.
But sometimes they, in Mesquite, especially in Mesquite,
Mesquite.
I know, I'm just saying, in Mesquite, they reschedule it and try to get a cop a chance to come back.
That's some fucked up shit right there.
So you got to miss another day or whatever you doing.
Yeah, nigga.
Come back.
I'm risking this motherfucker.
Now. Right,
I'm risking this motherfucker. Hoping they get off.
I pay $100 per ticket through Dallas attorney ticket laws, and you don't have to show up. You just file no contest, and they take care of that shit. They get it taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
I had so when I got back from Iraq, I think it was Iraq or Afghanistan. Where the fuck I been? Nigga, this shit go show you about my foot right here. I paid almost $1,800 in tickets, bro, and that's with attorney help. Without the attorney help, nigga.
So that means you had 18 tickets that you need to take care of.
No. I paid more than that, but it wasn't 18 tickets.
Okay.
But what I'm saying though is way better than the $3,200.
Right. Yeah.
That I was supposed to pay
without the
attorney. Without the attorney. So if you go get me on anything, people can get me for.
I want to say this. I've been sitting in the cut waiting. Pertaining to his situation, he better than me. I would be pissed off because I would be worried about like who the fuck called the police on me? Who the fuck is that prejudice or got a problem with me that you've been sitting back in the cut waiting on us to fuck up so that you can call the police on us? That means you've been smelling the weed, you've been coming with an opinion on us. You just been waiting on us to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll reverse that on you. If let's say you have a sister and you hear a dude over there beating her ass and you don't know nothing about it, but the neighbors heard it. You wouldn't want the police to show up to say your sister was getting her ass beat?
I bet if you would have came your stupid ass outside, you would have looked into that garage and seen that there was a Bluetooth speaker flashing and them folks.
That's not their job to do. That's their job to show up when they call.
He's talking about the neighbor.
I'm talking about the person who actually made somebody had to call them.
But that's when time get shot. Exactly. That for one, and for two, if your neighbor got to come out of the house to come next door to see what's really going on, how much more beating? How many more fists to the face that she take?
Bitch, you got coming. Bitch, you yelling. You got the goddamn neighbors coming over.
That's what I'm concerned about. These houses are a lot more spaced out than what I would expect. Yeah. I don't really like neighborhoods like this because I feel like it's a nice house, but they close together. They all up on each other.
I got you.
You got room across the street where you're not directly across from nobody.
Yeah.
This house is not that close. That house is closer than anything. You talk to him.
Our garage was up. Yeah. And we was in the garage with a Bluetooth speaker, so that shit was loud.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not wondering who in this cul-de-sac, who in this area.
Honestly, I think it was them niggas right there. Yeah. But we know them too. I done been in their damn house. They done came over and fed our dog when we go on vacation and all kind of personal shit. But that's why, like I said, like I don't disagree where you coming from because I kind of agree. Cause like motherfucker, like damn. But at the same time, if shit is on the line, they got a right to not come over here and involve themselves because they don't want to get fucked up too.
Right.
If some shit was going down, right, and they walked over here like, hey, it sounds like you're beating on your woman. I'm gonna choke your ass too.
Right. Think about it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna choke your ass on GP.
On the real. Would you come on and be like, look at this nigga and be like,
no, because
I need you to stop beating on her.
No, nigga. No. My point is, I know them. I wouldn't assume that they doing nothing wrong. I wouldn't. That's what my point is.
Know that part. That's what I'm gonna get to.
You never know the unknown.
Just the fact that you said assume means that there is a chance that something else could be. And if the cops do come and there's nothing, no harm, no foul. Nobody gets fucked up.
I guess.
Unless it's a dumbass cop. You know
because the dumbass cop would tell me. I done had people tell me such and such call. So now you done told me you call the police on me. So now I got a problem.
I know we're going to go into this later about old girl. I know you want to talk about it because that could have been that situation. You see what I'm saying? It's two different goddamn cops and two different experiences that prevented him from just running up and jumping on you and shit. Like, I know you beating your woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He could have came in way more aggressive. Oh, you walking to the car? I'm in fear for my life. He was more experienced to do it. That's why I can't say fuck all of them because
that's why I be with you. I'm with you.
Like I said, there's an exception to every rule. And I hate breaking that shit down, but when everybody say everybody, nobody means everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, we were talking about that last one.
Nobody means everybody. Yeah, so there's no fucking possible way that all cops are bad. Right. But I just feel like that shit don't have to be said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if a stupid motherfucker believes all cops are bad because of what I said, then let him be a stupid motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's no situation in no category is all of one person bad. It's all of those people bad except for bad people.
Right.
Bad people are the only category where all of them are bad.
And let me say this: I'm not an advocate for all y'all fuckers that be fucking up. I'm not an advocate for you bitches at all.
Right.
Like when he say fuck all y'all, I'm just breaking it down because I'm being.
He helping. He
I'm
doing me a favor.
I'm being a favor.
My
But
point, we were
a
talking
lot
at
of
your
you
house, the
motherfuckers-
way we do our podcast, we know, we understand
we
each
agree.
other. We
Yeah.
know, but we have to let y'all know from the outside
both of you
looking
niggas right.
You
Both
know
of-
what I'm saying?
both of you niggas
about
right.
you, what's going on.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
just
saying?
letting you motherfuckers know.
Yeah.
We don't like all
Yeah.
you motherfuckers, but some of you motherfuckers fuck y'all.
I don't want to let. I think
He gonna say all y'all. I'm
I-
gonna say
You supposed to know.
15% of you motherfuckers that actually stand up and do what y'all supposed to, that put y'all job online, that say tell your partner, no, you doing the wrong fucking
That
thing,
part.
and
That
I'm gonna
part.
lock you up because you doing the wrong fucking
That
thing.
shit.
Right.
I respect the fuck out of y'all, but you motherfuckers, you other fucking 85% of you bitches is walking around. No, I'll just talk to them about it later. No, bitch, say something.
Yeah.
Somebody's life is getting fucked over right now.
Don't let somebody die because you're afraid to fucking stand up and do what you're supposed to do and do your God-given right to protect the fucking community that you say you protecting and serving.
God damn, bro.
While we on this, he's serious.
My bad,
He for
dog.
real about
I don't
it.
like this
No,
shit,
no. But while we here with it, have you seen those shows? No. Have you seen those shows where the cop is like, he want to say something,
But he
right
afraid.
there. He right there on saying something, and then he letting this cop know, say, man, I see something wrong. What you ain't doing, bro? What's up? You need to. Oh, don't worry about it, Martinez. I got this shit under control.
Martinez.
Check yourself. You know what I'm saying? check yourself. I got this, nigga. If you say something, then what's up? You ain't down with me.
Training
You
day ass shit.
you know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yeah. So you know, it's
Yeah,
like
we ain't with that training day shit.
Nah,
like
man,
in
speak
real
up.
life, like it's some old women, some old men. Like some people need, you motherfuckers need a little bit more compassion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's what you need. You need more compassion for the fact that somebody could be having a bad day, just like we have compassion for the fact that you motherfuckers be having.
I don't
a
have
bad
compassion
day.
for you motherfuckers having a bad day.
I don't. I give the
That's
only
your
reason
job
he does
to deal
it
with that
because
shit. It's scary,
he said,
bro.
You motherfuckers are supposed to not have a human error. I know
I didn't say
everybody
that
has a
shit.
human error. I mean, I know. I'm just saying, but
Oh,
you
yeah,
say
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not,
okay.
not supposed to have a human
I-
error
I got-
because
okay,
you're
okay.
supposed to be. No, your job is you're not supposed to have an error. I know motherfuckers have an error.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I give you motherfucker a semi smidget of a motherfucking leeway.
Right.
But a lot of you motherfuckers need to check y'all shit when y'all clock in. If your wife fucking that black dude, you need to stop taking out on all other black dudes. Get another wife.
right.
Bro, that's your motherfucking last time getting on and proving me wrong. Nigga, that's the shit that I meant to say.
That's what I be telling you though, bro. Because I done seen like we said,
that shit.
we know what's going on out here, what they do to us. But I done seen a lot of videos that's behind surface, bro, with niggas getting out the car and just like they get pulled over.
Okay,
As soon as they walk up to the car, boom, 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 boom.
But
Kill
you
these
know,
motherfuckers. They letting
yeah.
these cops down, bro. They
I don't even
ain't
wanna say that, 'cause
playing, bro.
I'll be like,
they
I be
ain't
like, nigga, he gonna shoot you. Get his motherfucker ass sometime. I be really be doing that
I done seen some crazy videos. It's a lot of
Chicago, a cop just got killed last week. And here's the thing, man. Like, I don't agree with nobody getting killed. I don't agree with a server. But here's what I hate is the fact that it get blown so far. Like this nigga definitely going to jail because he killed a cop. The bottle of drink, or whatever. He definitely going to jail. But here's the thing: we give cops a leeway when you're trained to deal with scary situations. What about when you're dealing with somebody that ain't trained to deal with scary situations, but when you put them in a scary situation, like a cop walking up to you with his gun on his hip? I ain't got no training to deal with this shit, but you got training to deal with a motherfucker sitting in his car
get that.
talking in this shit. You got training for that shit. I ain't got nothing. So you walking up to me asking me questions. Like, nigga, if I flinch and you shoot you, like I thought that nigga was reaching for some shit.
Right.
It's like, how the fuck? Like, nigga, I'm scared too.
Yeah.
So how the fuck do you got the right to be scared, but I don't?
right.
Have you
I agree
seen
with
those
that. I agree
videos?
with
It's a black cop. He had his gun. He had a knife here. He had a knife in his overhead, like on his sun visor. And he had his gun right here on his hip. And it was a cop kind of like coming at him. He was like, "You know I'm a police officer, right?" He's like, "You got any weapons? If you're a police officer, don't reach for your stuff. But you got any weapons?" He was like, "I got a knife here. I got a knife here, and I got a gun right here on my hip." But he was saying it like in a hey,
Non-threatening way.
like he was like, "Say,
Yeah.
this could happen."
Right.
They got a movie coming out like semi to this where a police officer came out of a nightclub drinking with his friends and stuff, and he was like, "I'm a police officer." The police officer was like, "I don't trust you. Put your hands up," because anybody, really honestly, anybody can say I'm a police officer.
Right.
And he ended up shooting and killing the cop, and he lived, and he ended up going through this battle with the policing. But anyway,
Yeah.
a lot of you motherfuckers are trained because y'all believe everybody are killers. 30% of people y'all pull over are killers. The other 70%, we just trying to fucking get home.
You think 30% of motherfuckers killers?
I think 30% of motherfuckers is killers.
God damn, that's a big ass.
Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. I don't
Yeah,
give a
but
fuck.
still, 30% is
30% motherfuckers will get you.
Do you mean by
Oh,
killers as in
like-
I kill you because you're a cop, or kill you as in I'm defending myself, kill you?
No, I would kill you in general. I would kill you. For
I think it's a lot of motherfuckers kill you just 'cause they're accused.
Murderers. We
Think
talking
30% of
about
motherfuckers?
I think
killers.
30%, like, I believe 10% of
believe with
motherfuckers are rapists.
Hell yeah.
In America,
I go with that.
30 to 10, like these
But
is a lot.
30 is a big chunk. That's more than ties, nigga.
But you gotta think about
That's
it.
more than ties.
It's so many
it's a lot of
sayings.
people, bro.
It's so many sayings of people saying I'm a killer, but don't.
That's
push
why people
me.
dying every day. You got to think about it. 30%
You
is a
may-
high number.
you may
That's
not
why
be a
somebody-
killer.
That's what I say. You think the person is a killer
But think
before
about it.
30% is a killer before the
No,
defense?
it don't matter, motherfucker. Once you kill a
That-
motherfucker, you kill a
the
motherfucker.
defense is pushing. I kill somebody that I'm trying to defend myself.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? But do you think 30% of people are killers that'll kill you because?
It's a lot of fucking murders out here, dog.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
yeah,
fucking murder.
yeah.
It's a lot of documentaries of
I've
motherfuckers
been
just
posting-
killing people.
I've been posting a lot of
We
shit.
see
Yeah, it's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of-
people just killing people. You know
Like
what
it's
I mean?
people to the point of time in this era. Like it back in the day, it was we didn't know.
I can't stand this whole ass nigga.
But now in
Nigga,
this
my
era,
Facebook is full of people who gonna kill people with some dumb shit, and here I am pulling my foot out my mouth again. I don't know if it's 30% or not, but when this motherfucker say a lot, he gotta.
and this is not.
He right because
this is not-
that's all I've been posting lately is about motherfucker getting shot.
This
telling
is
you,
not.
man, that's
This
just
is not by any means by factual numbers.
At
This
all.
is the fact that
Ain't no fact
this
checking.
is.
Ain't no fact checking.
I'm not fact checking this shit, but I think 30% of motherfuckers will take you out.
Mm-hmm.
Good day, bad day, nothing. 30% of motherfuckers be like, "Oh yeah."
He said, "Oh yeah."
Bow.
Oh, get your bitch ass about it.
That nigga said, "Oh yeah."
Cause it be days, shit. You really, I'm thinking you had a bad day. Just think about this, and I'm gonna just hypothetically speaking. You went to work, they pissed you off. Your woman called you at work, she pissed you off. Your kids called your baby mama, pissed you off, and now a police pull you over, or a fucking pedestrian cuts you off in traffic. How many of these motherfuckers is added in that 30% that fuck around and commit a murder because they were just having a bad fucking day? Damn.
So he's saying 30%
That's
out of the
good
100% population, and I'm saying 15, half of that 30% know what they doing, like you said,
Yeah.
and don't give a damn, and then the other half of the percent be like, damn, I just killed somebody. I fucked up.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
fucked up.
I'll take that.
Damn.
I'll take
fucked
that.
up. You know
Okay,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
okay.
You know
I'll
what
take
I'm saying?
that.
Like, I'm
That's
fucked
my
up,
30.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
my 30
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Half of them, so, you know, when you really break about it, it's like, it's 15% of our 100% population that's just loony, just crazy, just serial killers, that they don't give a fuck. And then the other 15 is coincidentally going through shit, happened, and I got a subconscious, but hey, I fucked up, and I don't know what, you know.
Damn,
what-
that was good shit, bro.
I tell you what,
He a whole ass nigga for that one.
before the meat and potatoes, cause I know we got these 5 things we gotta
Get
get
your
in.
bottle.
Let's hit it up with this because me and Antoine hit this up the other day.
That's their first time hearing my name.
Oh, they didn't hear it?
That's it.
They know him as
Well, they don't know
Stanley.
My name is Antoine Williams. If in case you, because you
shit.
never knew.
My bad. I just
I
said
might have said it a
Antoine.
couple
Hell, I
times.
said an alias, motherfucker. You didn't have to say your whole government. Anyway.
Cause I've been meaning to do this shit.
No,
But here it is.
yeah.
In case you didn't know.
Shit, Antoine, head, whatever the fuck you want to call that nigga.
Matter of fact,
Whatever you want to call his ass.
I thought about
I'm
that
with the
last
fact-
week. I said we never say our name. We get over here and assume niggas
Well, I
just
know
know
you, I
who
know
we
you
are.
said your name.
No, really do.
Okay,
I think
fuck
you
it.
say. I think about default. We say
motherfucker call
super.
me head, bro.
You say super, but we do.
So okay, let's do
This
this real
motherfucker
quick
call
before
me
we
head,
go on
bro.
the break. Let's do this.
I be goddamn.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, I don't want
Say.
this fucking podcast no more.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
A
mine.
whole ass nigga.
Brian Bubba Beckham Sr.
Yeah.
How about that? That's who the fuck I am.
Okay, Brian fucking
Bubba.
But that shit ain't bad as head.
Well, Bubba.
I never wrong with head. I
It's
know
on-
Yeah, the
niggas
fuck
say
it
head.
is.
It's on.
Hey, okay, think about all the jokes you can get for your nickname being head.
I know, right? But that's what they called you. Shit, when we were growing up.
Bro, you said growing up. My mama still don't use my name.
The fact.
My daddy still don't use my
I
goddamn
know.
name.
That's your name. Head.
Well,
Nigga,
my
that's your
name
fault.
is Little Carl Wayne a super little Carl Wayne.
Super little, huh?
Yeah, you know.
Super little.
Super little.
Super
They
little
gonna fuck
ass
with that.
nigga.
Super
They gonna have a lot of comments for
Super
that one.
little ass nigga.
Wilson Jr. You know what I'm saying? We
But all that shit, dog.
I wonder what to do with
introducing
super little.
ourselves
Yeah.
I wonder
the
what to do
glitch.
with super little. We gonna fuck with that.
Yeah.
for the glitch, you know what I mean? But on the real, because I want to talk to him. We had a deep conversation. We agreed to disagree on a lot of these topics. Foreign police officers.
Hold on.
But we're gonna hold off on this.
This video gonna cut off. So
Yeah, we're gonna come back to it.
All right, y'all.